Hello, good morning. All the latest Chelsea news in a 5-minute video with an important meeting taking place this morning with the Premier League to decide what happens to the season. That and plenty more in just 5 minutes. So let's get cracking this morning straight into the coronavirus. And the PFA, the Players Football Association, has said that players must share the financial burden of the coronavirus pandemic, hitting back at reports that they've blocked footballers' wage deferrals. The Guardian follow up on this, saying what the Premier League clubs are doing: pay cuts, furlough or deferrals with regards to wages. Now, 4 Premier League clubs, non-playing staff on furlough at the moment, which is an 80% of their salaries being paid by the government, therefore a 20% pay cut. And those teams are Newcastle, Bournemouth, Norwich, and most notably Tottenham. I will say this with Bournemouth: Eddie Howe and his staff have voluntarily taken pay cuts. 50 of their staff have been placed on the furlough arrangement, but Eddie Howe and his staff have taken voluntary pay cuts, which is outstanding. Brighton, all the matchday staff will be paid to the end of the season. Head coach and technical director have taken voluntary pay cuts for 3 months. Outstanding. As for Chelsea, non-football staff are still being paid their full salaries. The club have also opened up the hotel on the stadium site for the NHS staff working in London, and their players have donated money to enable the Chelsea Foundation to help those in need during the crisis, which is brilliant from Chelsea. So Newcastle, all non-first team staff have been furloughed, the first club to take advantage of the government scheme. Norwich have furloughed all full-time staff who are unable to work during this time. The players, coaching staff and executive team have donated a percentage of their salaries totaling more than £200,000 to those in need in Norfolk, which isn't enough in my opinion. But this was the interesting one. Tottenham. Daniel Levy has reduced the wages of 550 non-football staff by 20% by placing them on the 80% furlough with the government. But while he's done this, it's also emerged that he's earned £4 million plus a deferred £3 million bonus in the last financial year, and now he wants his players and coaches to accept lower pay. Daniel Levy. So there's a warning for this coronavirus. Ligue 1 in France has been told by the TV broadcaster they're not going to pay out their next instalment because there is no football. And it's a warning to the situation. Currently, globally, it could have severe financial implications, and in the Premier League. The Premier League are meeting today at 10:30, all the clubs from the Premier League and the Premier League, the PFA, to try to finalise a resolution as to when they can finish the season, if at all. More from Chelsea, and Chelsea team up with Refuge to help those at risk of domestic abuse, which is brilliant. They've teamed up with the domestic abuse charity Refuge to help provide support for people forced to self-isolate in vulnerable situations because of the coronavirus pandemic, which I think is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. It says here the manager of Chelsea women, Emma Hayes, and male and female players are taking part in a digital campaign to raise awareness and funds for the charity, with the Premier League club promising to match all donations received in the next 6 weeks. Emma Hayes said this: "I'm proud to lead the club's support of this worthy cause during such a difficult time for so many. There are many things for people to deal with in the present climate, but it's important we support the vulnerable and those who may feel alone without a voice. I hope this campaign can do that and make a difference to those who need support." Cesar Azpilicueta, the captain of Chelsea, has also made a statement on the announcement of Chelsea teaming up with the charity Refuge, and he said this: "Domestic violence is such a serious issue in society, and we must double our efforts to look after those in danger during this ongoing pandemic. I'm so proud of my club for supporting Refuge in their vital work protecting vulnerable women and children." So to the actual football side of things now, and Tino Andrin agrees a new Chelsea deal after Frank Lampard boost, but there's confirmation it probably will be delayed. Chelsea deal Willian impossible blow as Chelsea continue to chase Jadon Sancho, and he's been told, reportedly been told, it's impossible for him to seal the deal that he wants. Caught offside, Chelsea look to launch a £100 million double raid on Barcelona for 2 potentially key players. One, Philippe Coutinho. The second is a player we've been linked with before, Marc Cucurella, the Barcelona player who's on loan at Getafe, the left back. Another left back that's been linked with Chelsea in recent days, Achraf Hakimi, the Real Madrid player who's on loan at Dortmund, another left back, has now received confirmation that PSG have joined Chelsea and Juventus in the race to try and sign him. That's it from me this morning. This is your 5-minute Chelsea news update. This is coming out at midday today. I'm recording this early this morning. And there's going to be this evening's update at 6 o'clock with any more news that appears between now and the next 10 hours or so. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about anything discussed in the video. And while you're there, smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel. Thank you again for your support. I'll see you all this evening.